Hi, I'm Erik with Narrow Road Van Conversions. Thanks for coming along on this walkthrough. We custom build every single van, so as usual, this is a unique build. Why don't you come on in and have a look around?
Here we have a Mercedes Sprinter 144 4x4. The goal of this build was for her to take her daughter and two friends to ski practice while still being able to utilize it as a camper van. The seats in here have integrated seat belts, can slide forward and backward, and are removable. The wood you can see in here is a stained birch. Walking up into the kitchen, you can see here we have a filtered water spigot. Next to that, we have our standard water faucet head. The sink, we've got a little bit smaller sink than we normally put in, but we're in a compact van here. Water can run out of that spigot and be shut on and off, and then this spray nozzle can operate independently also, so I like that faucet. We've got an acacia countertop here. Really like this countertop, great looking piece of wood. Up above the sink, we've got some overhead bins that flip up and are held shut by ball catches. Behind that, we've got a microwave. This is a 1,000-watt microwave. I do like lower wattage microwaves in these vans because we're trying to conserve energy. Behind that, we've got some more flip-ups and some flip-ups on the other side also. This bed is a queen width bed, and we've recessed the head and the foot into the wall as much as we could, and we can get almost 6 foot out of this, which is really good for a Sprinter. In the 144, you can get the full 60 inches width of the bed, so it works out nicely that way. Ahead of the bed, you can see a 5-gang switch panel that runs some lights, the gray water valves, and optional power out to the roof. Below the switch panel, there's an outlet and a DC outlet also. Here you can see the window that we added behind the driver's seat. This is a double vented window, so a little extra ventilation there over the kitchen area. Below the sink, we have the plumbing for the sink, and we also have the water filter for the drinking water. On the side of the counter here, we have a couple of light switches. This lower one here is the on-off for the countertop lights. The one with the blue ring above it is a dimmable switch for the main lights. You tap to go on, tap to go off, press and hold to dim, press and hold again to brighten back up. Behind the sink, we have our normal refrigerator here on a latch that you push up with your thumb to open. It's got a little freezer above it. It's nice space for frozen pizza or some frozen vegetables, but this is a good size fridge. It's especially nice that it fits underneath the countertop. Behind the refrigerator, we've got some drawers that pull out. Here's the seatbelt, how the seatbelt operates, so you can buckle up. 2 seats with seatbelts. Here's the pull-out counter for the person on the driver's side to sit and work on their computer or eat something. Slides back in and latches on a ball catch. For the person on the other side, we've got this lagoon table mount. You pull the pedestal leg off and secure it on the wall below it. Then you can pull the countertop off. There's a latch there that you can unlatch to remove the countertop. Put the lagoon table in place, and then that can be a nice countertop for the passenger side, rear passenger also. We put this on a thinner piece of wood to keep it light. It's a piece of Baltic birch plywood. It's nice when both people are together. You can pull out countertop out and create a full workspace across between the two countertops. Quite nice. It's pretty easy to put back away. You set the top back in, latch it against the wall, pull out the pedestal, and then slide it back into the groove that is on the lagoon tabletop holder. And that puts it all nicely and neatly away so you don't have to bump into it. Up above that countertop, we've got a nice full depth drawer, a big full depth drawer below the countertop also. And there's a little sliding door that you can open up to access a larger bin area for storing things that you may not need to get to a lot. Below that seat, where my left hand is, you can see that there is a tray that comes all the way in to the front compartment. That's because this is a ski van, and that tray is meant to hold a certain length skis. Here's a drawer just above the seat, nice full depth drawer. Here's the propane cooktop. I like this cooktop. It works great for when you don't want to have an onboard propane cooktop, and it plugs in with a 1 pound bottle. You can see there's a little dead area in there to the left of that drawer. Well, we figured out a way to put some storage in there also. The countertop flips up. Nice little kind of secret compartment. There you can see we have an outlet and a DC outlet. Above that is the Webasto air heater thermostat. Above that, we've got a reading light. This reading light you can touch to turn it on and off. It's got a little blue night light on it, which is kind of nice for when it's really dark. It also dims. Another reading lamp on this side. Below that, we've got the battery monitor on a 400 amp hour battery system, 4 lithium iron phosphate Battleborn batteries. Here's a closer look at that latch on how that countertop gets locked in and out of position there. You can see here we also have a base mount for that Lagoon table behind the driver's seat. So I'm going to take that table out and I'm going to put it in another location it can go. So it's a nice double use for that Lagoon mount. So I love anything that's got a dual purpose. It can swivel around. It can also swivel around and go up in between the front seats, which is kind of nice if you wanted to use it that way when you're traveling to set things on. Easily breaks down, goes back together, and then gets clamped back next to the rear passenger seat where it belongs, where it's nice and securely latched. Moving around to the back of the van, you can see we took special attention to make this aesthetically pleasing also. This area back here is really great for storing not only skis, but ski gloves, ski boots, ski helmets. Lots of nice trays that have felt lining on them so that things won't slide around. But you can throw poles and all sorts of things in there and keep things organized. You can see the 2 trays. One's longer than the other for different length skis. They're both on 500-pound slides, so those slide fully out and fully back in and lock. In between the top shelves here, you can see we've got a shower sprayer, great for washing your skis or taking a shower. This top tray will actually flip open to give you access into the plumbing compartment. In here you can see the heat exchanger that exchanges the engine heat for hot water, and it closes right back down. Well, thank you so much for coming along on this walkthrough with us. If you'd like to have a custom-built van to your exact specifications, send me an email that I have listed in the link below, and I'd be happy to get an estimate out to you. On behalf of Erik with Narrow Road Van Conversions, thanks, and we'll see you on the road.